The age-old "if I knew then what I know now," not grammatically correct, but it sometimes accurately reflects regret over some decisions we made. Welcome, I'm Joanne Smith. Today I want to explore a different way of thinking about decisions. Instead of asking, did I choose right? What if we asked, what result am I trying to create? And what daily choices support it? David and I rarely eat out. It can be expensive, and when we do, we share the entrees. I've been pleasantly surprised with the spicier dishes he tends to order. Most recently, one entree was just okay. Nevertheless, when we want a treat, we have 3 favorites. As a new bride, my mom didn't understand how to keep baking powder biscuits warm when her guests were delayed. The biscuits became hockey pucks. Years later, she hurriedly made a cake for Sunday dinner. It came out of the oven flat, dense, dry. The problem? She forgot the sugar. I don't recall if it was my dad who made the comment about unleavened bread, but my siblings and I were more than pleased to ask, do we have to go to church? We already had our unleavened bread. I don't experiment with baking. I hate wasting food when the experiment goes awry. But with developing a good starter for sourdough baking, I'm having to discard half of it as part of the process. However, once that starter is rising properly, I'll be able to bake with the starter and the discard. Some discards aren't waste. They're investments. Those are everyday decisions. Let's try a bigger one. How about the decision to marry someone? Most people have told me it was a simple decision. They loved each other. Then day-to-day activities set in, maybe some complacency with it. Are we as excited to see our mate as we were when we were dating? I've talked before about learning to notice the way David smiles when he sees me. Arlene and Alan Alda are in their 90s, married in 1957. Arlene's advice, the secret to a long marriage, is to have a short memory. I like that. Actually letting go of grudges and hurt feelings. With the instant replays in our minds, how often do we let negativity intensify? Memory is a decision. A writer once had a flash of insight watching how enthusiastically his wife and dog greeted each other at the door. "I missed you so much," with the pure joy, tail-thumping, body wiggle response. And he wondered, what if the rest of us got greeted like that? Could it be that deciding what we want to accomplish and then working backwards to everyday activities and feelings might be the best decision we ever make? What if we carried that choice beyond the front door? A humorist once joked, imagine greeting your coworkers with a standing ovation when they walk in. How would that change the room? How would it change them? How might it even change you? I'm Joanne, your encourager. Decisions can be complex at times. On Friday, we'll look at some that seem like a good idea at the time. That's the kind of decision that shapes a life.